Hey, it's the Insane Gamers, and I'm back again for another Pokemon 5th Generation Wi-Fi battle. And today I'm fighting somebody from my chat. I made a brand new team just for you guys, just because I can. I was sitting at home and thinking, you know, looking at different Pokemon, different strats, and I came up with a really awesome team, and all the Pokemon in it seem to kind of work with each other. I'll sort of elaborate on it as I work through it, but you can see it there. My opponent is someone I fought before. He's regular on my chat, so he just thought he'd, you know, help me test it out. So he's got the most epic lead ever. It's the pre-evolution of Aerofun, and it's level 1. If that's not awesome, I don't know what is. So anyway, I protect here just because I can. Gonna see what move he's gonna use. I thought he might go for either Leech Seed or Sub. So he does go for the Leech Seed, and I've used this Lopunny before in 4th Gen, and I kind of moved it over to the 5th Gen just because it worked so well. And it is pretty much a main player of this team. So anyway, I just encore him onto that Leech Seed, so he's basically useless. He has to switch this turn. And I go for the T-Wave on the switch, and I paralyze the incoming this thing. Which is that, you know, the snake thing. Which I guess is an okay thing to have paralyzed. I mean, it's not that fast, but it is one of his sweepers. And this team does operate off of paralysis support. So, I guess it's a pretty good thing to have paralyzed. Anyway, I'm going to switch now into my Credilli. What a tank. And there was Skype popped up for a second. I had to move it out of the way and get to something. Anyhow, this Credilli is pretty much just, like it says, a tank. I mean, it's more of a special wall than it is physical. It can't take physical quite as well as it can take special, but still it can take pretty well on both sides. It also has Gastro Acid, so I can kind of take away the opponent's ability that I might not want them to have, such as Sand Paddle, or in that case it has Levitate. But anyhow, as I go for the Giga Drain, he switches into a Delibird, and fearing an Ice type attack, especially an Ice Punch, I really don't want to stay in here, so I'm just going to go out to my Slowbro, my Sheldon, and the reason it's female and not male is because it's a little error. Anyway, this guy is running a freaking Sky Attack, Sky Attack Delibird. If that isn't awesome, I don't know what is. That is probably the most awesome thing I've ever seen. So anyway, this Slowbro is pretty awesome. It's basically just the specs Slowbro. It has Psychic, Surf, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower. Anyway, he goes for the Leech Seed. I just stayed in because I wanted to get some damage on this guy. And I also wanted to break his Focus Sash so I could kill it with something else. Anyway, now he protects. I guess just stalling out Psychics, I don't really know. Maybe just hit buttons because he can. Throwing his DS across the room, maybe it hit the lamp on the way over to the wall and hit Protect, I don't know. Anyway, he poisons me, and I just finish him off with the Psychic. Poison doesn't really matter on the Slowbro because, like I said, it's a Specs user, so I'm just going to switch out, and I have the ability Regeneration, which is awesome on that Slowbro because when I switch out, I get some health. So go back into What a Tank as he continues to try to hit me with a Zap Cannon. The paralysis wouldn't matter because I have Rest, and it wouldn't do any damage anyway, but he's going to switch now to this Desukan. And Desukan is a bit of a monster, I have to say. It's kind of difficult to take down. I'm surprised how much that did, though. I mean, I don't really have any special attack investment. You'll see this Credilli strategy later on. Like I said, all the Pokemon on this team are designed to work with each other. I've got the Fire Pig thing. I've got Slowbro to take, you know, his weaknesses, and Credilli and Slowbro cancel out each other's weaknesses. My Electric Zebra cancels out weaknesses of other Pokemon with its ability. So, like I said, this team, all the Pokemon kind of work together. But anyway, I Toxic him as he Energy Balls me. I guess maybe he thought I was going to switch. maybe wanted to get a special defense lower. Anyway, going to Law Bunny thinking maybe he'll Shadow Ball this turn just for the stab, just to see how much it'll do. But he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. I guess, you know, wanted to get the extra damage on me and stop me from getting leftovers, but like I said, I have rest. So anyway, I'm going to go for the Encore now. He's probably going to see that coming, but I'm just going to go for it anyway, because if I can get into my Fire Pig, that would be awesome. Anyway, switches back into this guy, and there's really not a whole lot I can do to it since it's already paralyzed, and I can't switch over my Flame Orb. So I've just got to switch back to What a Tank, and oh my god. He finally hits me with the Zap Cannon now, and it does, well, what can I say, absolutely nothing. And I get paralyzed, but that doesn't really matter. And what really struck me here is I'm faster than that thing even though I'm paralyzed, which is really silly because, I mean, I'm a freaking Credilli with no speed investment whatsoever. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we have a speed time. Maybe something's up with that. Anyway, in comes the Gallade now. And I can't stay in here because I'm pretty sure I can't take that close combat very well, especially a stabbed close combat from a Gallade. So I gotta switch out here into my anti-fighting type Pokemon, Showdown. See, like I said, all Pokemon, they cancel out each other's weaknesses, and Showdown is just going to take that attack like a beast, because even though it does have modest nature with max special attack, it has a lot of bulk to it as well. So, anyway, I knew this turn he was going to debond as I go for the attack, but I want to get this Gallade out of the way, because once this Gallade is out of the way, Credilli is 100% safe. I mean, his last 3 Pokemon can't touch Credilli, so I'm willing to sacrifice Showdown here, just for the purpose of getting rid of this Gallade, which I think is a pretty worthy sacrifice. Like I said, because Credilli, what a tank, is just such a freaking tank. So in comes Floatzel now, and I don't know what it's going to do. I just went to Annoying, just to go back to my lead, to maybe Death Fodder or whatever. Strangely, I outspeed this as well, so I'm thinking maybe that Floatzel's it's either Adamant, or it's probably, you know, a plus offensive nature with max speed, in which case I would outspeed it. Anyway, I just go for the Encore because I just, you know, I didn't know what he was going to do, going to see what move he's going to use, and basically just scout Death Fodder, Law Bunny, you know, all that kind of good stuff. So he sends in Desicon now. I Encore again, he switches, blah 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 blah, you know. Desicon is a very cool Pokemon. I mean, it's a very cool concept for a Pokemon. Oh, by the way, they've released all of the English names. Have you seen them? They're completely stupid. I mean, come on. The gear is Clink. The middle gear is Clack. And then the final gear is Clink Clack. I mean, what's up with that? Anyway, I send in this Diaper Pig thing now. I heard that the name Diaper Pig came from Wild Chase, and if that's true, I might change it. Just because if it's a nickname that's already taken by somebody, I don't really, you know, want to steal it from them. So, anyway, Diaper Pig, and that finishes off him. I get his Mummy, unfortunately, but like I said, I think I can probably take out the rest of his Pokemon anyhow, just because Diaper Pig is adamant-natured. So anyway, I know I can take at least one Aqua Jet, and that does a lot. That does a lot. But anyway, here comes a Wild Bolt, and this really blew me away. He managed to hold on with 2 hit points. I don't know how he lived an adamant Wild Bolt from my Diaper Pig, but I guess Floatzel is just not wanting to die today, so I've got to go back to What a Tank, and here you get to see his strategy. Look at this, Storm Drain! I can switch into it and get a special attack boost, and then get a powered up Giga Drain. If that isn't awesome, I don't know what is. Credilli can get Storm Drain. That was just screaming for me to use it. So anyway, he has Ice Beam, which is kind of cool. I was really afraid of the Ice Punch, because he could probably, I don't know, if he is adamant, he probably could 2-hit KO me with the Ice Punch. I'm not too sure, because I am a Special Wall, but I do have basically as much physical defense as my Slowbro does, so, you know, I don't know. Anyway, Giga Drain him now, and I get 1 hit point back. Wow, good job, GregDelfeld. But his last Pokemon is that Electric Eel. It can't really do anything to me, and since I've got a boosted special attack stat now, I can go ahead and Giga Drain him. But first I'm going to Gastro Acid, just in case something goes wrong. I can send in Dark Trio and Earthquake him. You know, if he gets a crit Dragon Claw, which does a frickin' ton of damage or something ridiculous like that. Anyhow, 1 Giga Drain does over half, so this battle is, well, it was definitely mine when he went out to his last Pokemon, but anyway, it's kind of funny that my wall here actually kills his last Pokemon, but I guess it's kind of cool to turn a wall into a sweeper. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this new team. I certainly like it. It's very well planned out, and it's awesome. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time.